Family. I remember BBR Kwaba, a dino that's so yeah, Dr. Ren, we didn't see you here. And I hope we're enjoying our weekend. Anyway, any bedding komoka crack, yen chebia, afa, a yemia, yeah, Kofi Kinaata, or the Asibi Atuja. And I think, say, I see the home como. To be sure, wa na eja, send you winning, then you do the do by sharing, so that at least others can also get a video nibi actually. Anyway, the team already united forever. And then the team know almost let team down. Almost let team down. I was hoping say then be winning. And I was also hoping say Aston Villa be share a friend is saying Chelsea. And so almost first half no match Chelsea 2-0. Second half na Chelsea to take. Well, yɛnkɔ so. Kofi Kinaata de asɛm bi ato dwa. Na asɛm a Kofi de ato dwa no nyinaa ne sɛ, mekenkan Kofi asɛm a ɔno ade ato dwa. Ɔse Ghanaians love political parties more than the well-being of the country. Asɛm wei firi Kofi Kinaata. And what Kofi is saying is that, watena ase ehunu sɛ Ghana kuro no ayɛ tim no. Mmabunu ne mmabaawa nkɔkora ne mpanyinfoɔ ne ɛyɛ ɛfrɛ ne sɛn mmerewa wɔn pɛ wɔn political party ne sen ɔman ne mpuntuo so ɔman ne bɛyɛ yie nti yɛ defend political party dan sɛ yɛ defend ɛyɛ ɔman Ghana nti abusua wɔn nsɛm na ɛpɛ sɛ mɛne wɔn mmienu adwendwene ho sɛ deɛ nti na ɛma ɔman no timamufoɔ no ɛdɔ political party more than say yɛbɛdɔ ɔman Ghana. Ɛdeɛ ntira. Nneɛma bɛn na politicians no political party for no ɛyɛ a ɛntimi ɛmma timamufoɔ no ntwe wɔn ho mfiri party na wɔn bɛdɔ wɔn man. Ɛdeɛn na wɔn yɛ. And I think this conversation bi kudos to Kofi Kinaata. Say with me, I am strong in coming out to, share his opinion on the state of the nation currently. No, we share the MPP and the NDC. Look, media DBA say these two political parties, say amount for muti peu, so peu make the pain, missing the pain. And that is why some people don't like it when you speak truth. I don't see any much difference between these two political parties, say MPP and NDC. I don't see much difference. And then you see NDC for vice president or your bar. And Chinchina MPP for to say MPP for a year by a friend is a running mate or no so yet or your bar because NDC are running mate or your bar. Look. NDC say MPP omuntimi eye flag bearer of free northern region and Chinchina trying NDC MPP akwakoyi eye flag bearer of free northern region. It tells you that clearly for MPP and NDC one. There is not much difference within these two political parties. That is my opinion. An opinion are like noses. Everybody has their own. And I know say you can agree or disagree with my opinion. What you say? Shall searching trying my opinion no and I said you you own your own thought into me comedy fakwa been na say asema make no say you at the same. But on a more serious note, what a Kofi Kinaata akano me says here we as a nation say you're competing with the likes of the Chinese, the likes of the British people, the Americans, the Canadians, the Australians, the Singaporeans, the Malaysians, the Arabians, these kind of Arab boys or Dubai. Then we need to be more patriotic than loving our political parties at the expense of our nation. Because a krobia people become more patriotic. People will come out and say it. irrespective of our political party or power. An example, no, and Europe, and America, and other countries are, we sometimes love, so we are citizens from these countries. Countries like Great Britain, no, say conservative for a year there. And yet, because I'm a conservative member, I keep my mouth quiet. No, I will open my mouth and speak truth to power. What do you say? Near James, United, United. I will open my mouth and speak truth to power because at the end of the day, a year on my United Kingdom, and I'm allegiance, a political party, a conservative, So, say conservative ni ba no a prime minister no ye bibi na nya. You will see say his own party members ebeya mana resign. Ama ofufra be de abesi anan. But yeah, dear no. We tend to love our political parties, sending Kofi Kinaata, and I agree with him that Ghanaians love political parties more than the well-being of the country. Enti ubewunu say NDC you will still see NDC members supporting it because they are your party. MPP people will support it, and you've seen it under this Akufo-Addo's government. Now, Akufo-Addo called a year OT region, disrespected the chief and people of OT region. You got people you would have thought that these people will put on their thinking cap and think for a friend is saying Ghana and look at their president Koyeno. Now, when we kind of crescent, look, President Akufo-Addo behaved very childish. It was very petty when he commanded the chiefs and people of OT was that they should get up so that they can greet him. Today, we've seen a video of President Akufo-Addo, a call no anehini, a chim ebuakwa him, a friend a year, amwetia of repaying. Yewunu Akufo-Addo the greetings to a year amwetia of repaying. The way that the near J one disrespecting any queen mother or any other chiefs that were around. Now, the people are now defend the Akufo-Addo. Question is, can you also come out and say, Sebiu, the Akufo-Addo, Sebiu, any shaking? Send it chitney or the boarding idiot the man. But obi henedie, other tribe be henedie, on fabu any idiot farmer. I mean, let us be honest to ourselves. Say, as a nation, as a country, as people that we aspire, say we want our nation to develop. We want Ghana to be the best. We want Ghana to compete with the best. Time do say, you did political party in seminal. You did be the least among our conversation. Because after all, look, the politicians will be politicians. Will make Jimmy actually the nation if the citizens and the followers the politicians will continuously misbehave towards Mother Ghana. If you and I will applaud them, what do I say, and cheer them on. But if we don't cheer them on and we put sense to them and let them realize and say, look, rather than say we call USA, we call Germany, we call UK, we medical health care, why don't you also build something in our country so that we all will benefit from? We all will enjoy. We all will go to so that we can also, pride ourselves when it comes to the development of our nation. It is not only the Europeans that are developed, but there's also a country in Africa called Ghana, which is also well developed. Now, you see, this conversation is very, very important because these days you don't see patriotism. These days you see partisan politics over patriotism. And I'm so happy, say, the youth of today, conscientize it. The job is not easy. It is very, very difficult, especially when you are doing something that many people are not doing it. And many people will fight you when they see you doing it. It's not easy. It takes only wise men to make strong decisions, even though they know that many people will come after them. And that is one example. When you look into the readings of the Bible, it tells you about a man called John the Baptist. When Herod was misbehaving and acting foolishly, he was able boldly to speak truth to power. Yes, it cost him, it cost his life, but he spoke truth. What you say? This is what we all have to understand. Say, where we have gotten to as a nation, if we continuously keep quiet and we keep quiet, evil will always triumph over the goodness of the goodness. Evil will always triumph when good people fail to speak out. So if you don't speak out, don't expect a Kufuado to behave right. Because human nature, and human nature, and that is why there are laws to correct us. There are laws for us to behave and not misbehave. So this particular statement that is coming from Kofi Kinaata, I think now I think it is about time we put our nation first. Look, I always tell people, say, if we, the followers of these political parties, you might have been now your lower standard. The two political parties called MPP and NDC, they will give Ghanaians their maximum best. But it's because Mami Bisa, give us what anything we accept it. No. Oba obroni kromwa. Ononya bibia na ojitu. No. They have their standards. They will have standards, sir. They want you to operate with them. And I think that we also have to understand, say, we should also have standards. Now, basic amenities, basic. We'll call any part of Europe or America or, these developed countries say clean water to drink is a basic amenity. Internet, you see, a basic. Electricity, a basic. I don't need to struggle to get electricity. I don't need to struggle to get water to drink. These are basic. It is a Ghana. Now, you allow yourself for politicians to, give you any form of, a friend is saying, development, so to say. Build you hospitals that they will never attend. Build you schools that their children will never attend. Then they will go to Europe, America, go there for medical health care, go to Europe, put their children in European schools, American schools, and then you, the one that voted for them, you are not getting the best of service. Then I'm afraid to say, or excuse me to say, you are being a fool. I didn't know. Now you see, realize anything and everything that Edema politicians, ministers, are free. Paid by you and I. We pay everything for these politicians. One thing we expect from them is to give us the best practices. Lead us out of poverty. Lead us out of shame. Lead us out of disgrace. Lead us so that at least we will also be respected. Look, the reason why you are not respected at many of the embassies is because your leaders don't respect themselves. And when your parents don't respect themselves, it is hard for the outsider to respect you, the children. And that is what has become of us. Do you think that the Germans are going to respect you when your president and ministers are traveling from your country to go there for health checkups? Because you don't see the Chancellor of Germany traveling to Kolebu for medical health care. You don't see the American president or the senators traveling to Ghana to Ofanochi Teaching Hospital. Say, yeah, kwaji ayaresa. NC, ebinsi, winimienta, womu bu womu, omo respecti womu, womu di womu wuni, omo mpesa sebi obi di womu anobe tu womu enu, di womu atem. And inti no omo standard no, omo resist standard no, and omo bo womu hu mote, and omo ensure say, womu build the facilities no omu kromo. Ediama womu, so we president, we cleaner, everybody must enjoy, the health services. As far as ubetiminyes Canada, udibeti. Over UK crowd, because it goes a system, you create, you providing, when you go to the GPs, there and then is cash and carry because people you pay through your friends, your insurance, your NI, you pay through the taxes. These are systems will be their money for. Mimi susu say, so ye Ghana who press honey money be ma who pray my politician leaders, who pray my party leaders, who pray my party a friend is saying executive members only. I saw prema wonso ye nipa wonya aboa wonye wodwan wonye nantwie mu. You are also a human being. So why are you fighting for adwasafo? Wono de obenya no ne mma ene ne kunuma enjoy. Why not also fight for your community? Fight for your region. The development of your region is a progress of your life. TME. When your region is developed, it means there will be job creation. Because development, develop. So developing a country is job creation and solving poverty. It is a community, a developer. And so you are going to be impoverished. Now for 2 3. Because me who's a young boy be up to school and now won't go to school. Now ye partisanship, I'm be a crashing. Because the people that we are competing with, they said Germans, they said the Netherlands, they said the Americans, the Australians, the Canadians, they put their nation first, they put their country first. And that is what you have to understand. And that is why you see me in my show, when you come, I'm not coming to here to come and praise your NDC or praise your MPP. I've seen them 40 years. I've seen them 40 years. And the 40 years, I've not seen anything that is tremendous that you and I can be boastful of. MPP, NDC, 40 years. Cannot cry. With the abundance of the natural resources, many Ghanaians, over 2 million Ghanaians, go to bed empty, no food in their belly. So, so even how to even solve food issues, we failed our people. Both NDC and MPP has failed the country. That is why I just want you to understand, sir. Men a die-hard political party follower. Don't follow political parties with your heart. Follow it with your mind, your brains. Which policies do you think say ebe buame? They would diatrono, yemfolono. They were shaba won disono, yemfolono. So when will be na no or shawo bonu won diswa. Jaino. Nako fabe, ko will be fufro. Because I would join the chidi, I won't say when you answer. Obey say sebi, when you da when you be. These are some of the things you need to understand. And you see, yeah, my Ghana, we always have to educate our people. And we will continuously educate our people. Yen tnefie din sa, en kaya no ntumu sa, yen kwa adwuma nkoye din sa, yen kwashia na afofo ne abusuafo nye din sa. We also have to talk and fight for the betterment of our nation. We also have to talk and fight for the betterment of our nation. And I'll tell you why. What is fighting against the nation Ghana? And you're great. And you're huge. What fights against our nation Ghana? And you're big. And you see, it's bigger than the MPP and NDC politics. That is why you see, I, in my conscience, started a third force. In my conscience, started a new movement. And I know I got a backlash from Kofi Kinaata. I don't know who ran. I share a friend is saying, third force, I don't know how many support to NDC. It's easy for me to support NDC. I'm telling you, it's easy to support NDC. We're easy, crap. To support MPP, easy. But you see, Matina Adwini when we say, I see creating new minds to think. Because we are being divided on these two political lines, MPP and NDC. Tune in the radio station and Opebia Ghana. The prime time of Ghana, yeah, the year NDC and MPP. So even the child now, the young guy, you know, I saw offer radio and could hear something that will inspire him, something that will lead him to think of solution. Acquire MPP and NDC. And that is why I'm telling you, say, they are fighting against Yekuro or my Ghana. Not only MPP and NDC, we also have religion fighting us. We also have chieftaincy, tradition fighting us. We also have white supremacists fighting us. The people that always wish that we are poor so that we can run to IMF and beg. No more the anima to form. It's huge. And if I want to come out from such problems, I don't need to join those people who are creating the problems. I need to come out from the box, form a new ideology, preach it, talk about it, convince people as to why a third force is needed. Because the same old MPP and NDC, you can't change, you cannot change them. Ultimately, if you join them, you'll be like them. I'm being honest with you. I've joined the two political parties before. I have campaigned for the two political parties before. But when you be like them. And the moment you will step out, they will say, oh, look at him. He's not loyal anymore. He's not loyal. I say, sorry for me. Oh, when you're loyal, we know you're disloyal person. We know you're orangutan. We know you're Satan or you're devil. Whenever you see the light and you stop following the way they behave and act, they paint you as evil. I hope so. What the Asiedun Ketia Akoka say NDC for nya botre omon twen na se bibia to ye a enya afi na so mo press on me position na omon twen se bibia to ye a na eja enam no a omo hwehwe obetumi aku nam no kama o ma che nam no enam no ayede enam o my Ghana na enei adane enam ediama NDC. So it was just a metaphorical conversation. But out of the abundance of what is inside the heart, the mouth word speak it. Into the work, remember Bruce one. And anone be a walker. What you say? Say, you remember your book. Na yenya botre. Na game no yanko ni yankukum. Ni yewia. Enam kesia. Ya cherry, ya cherry. So such people, you see clearly, it is not about the country coming to fix you. It's about getting power and also enjoying the goodies of the country. As for the MPP, you see, you know them. You've seen the works of the MPP. Many of us, yeah, demonstration at TMPP from 2018. Now they are basing it. Yes, because for me, I have said MPP crowd and their Kufuor, then you say Kunya second term, then you say first term one at your pamono, Ghana for Timmy, and you say Kotwama MPP. Breaking the 8, the Nyadia me person and the Nyadia me person say MPP be breaking 8. And I'll be honest with you, because such corruption, you don't expect me to say hallelujah, break the 8. No. With this corruption, with this attitude, disrespect to the traditional leaders, I mean, such people, for me, you don't expect me to support. Are you shocked? You should not be shocked about the Ladiko to point MPP a driver. You understand me? So, I mean, look, I said Ladiko to point MPP just elected a driver of the Kufuor as a parliamentary candidate for the upcoming general election. What a joke. I'm ashamed. I said, Lanyo. Listen, let me tell you something. Kufuor, he knows that politics to him is a game. But politics to me is not a game. But to Kufuor, it's a game. To Asiedu Nketia, politics is a game. To MPP and NDC, the politics is a game. They came to hand. That's it. They are not there to solve the real issues. A surface issue. Issues affect Ghana. No. And solve it. I'm being honest with you. That is why I don't force people to come and watch my show. Because if you don't have a conscience, you can't watch my show. And I'm not here to please people. I'm not people's pleaser. And I'll speak the truth to you. Because that is what my belief tells me. MPP and NDC can't fix the country. I'm being honest with you. You give the two political parties 1,000 years, they cannot fix it. Give them 20,000 years, they can't fix it. You see, the willingness to solve the problem, no. Anyone more. The willingness to solve our problem is not any party. They know it. They pretend to love Ghana. They pretend to love the nation. It's a lie. If you love Ghana, your children will not be abroad as an MP minister. If you love Ghana, your children will go to the same Saito school. And all the things that when the Americans were building America, they sent their children somewhere to go and educate themselves. They sat in the same classrooms, believed it and built it, and it worked for them. Our people don't love the nation. OPD, MPP, this, Ghana's can Etienne Kufuor, the driver, parliamentary candidate or parliament tako. Ni the bodyguard now. No way for sorry. Ni the bodyguard. Abekede. And wouldn't kono cry ne contest where friends say baby or your oh ni abekede on we JJ form for liver. Abekede and usurunti. Ususo of a parliament. In Kian on so power contest. Yes. You know how many times Ni is begging for us to get him a British passport? The bodyguard. These people are not there to solve the problems for our country. The problems they face, they have no idea to solve the problems. If Akufo-Addo wants to solve Galamsey problem, it's just a phone call. Hey, won't solve a problem, they will solve it. But won't solve it because he is benefiting. NDC benefited from Galamsey. MPP is also benefiting. These two political parties are not political parties. Let me be honest with you. If you love Ghana, you will not even think of following NDC or MPP. I'm being honest with you. Rollins got 19 good years. Look at the state when he was leaving Ghana. Look at the school education when he left Ghana. Rollins came to destroy the school system. Later on sent his children to good schools, Aston and things. Kimati was in Aston University here in London. What are you trying to tell me that we've not seen? You will only talk say, oh, NDC better sing MPP. In what terms? No, MPP better. Catch me. You, the MPP too, will say, oh, MPP is better than the NDC. In what terms? Catch me. NDC ba monko IMF. Samoko. MPP ba monko IMF. Samoko. CD depreciation ni enye gua na egwu. Accra to Kumasi dual road pomuntimi. The whole nation get new airplane po. The Ghana flag be bon. Nani na mudwem. Ko Ethiopia, omo national airlines over 100. Ethiopia. Ko Tanzania train ye adwuma. Ghana train ye ko fa 2 coaches, coaches mienu pe. Ye ni age, anu so kra ba ya. Kwase binti ese nya accident. And a whole Ghanaian na ni age MPP akofa 2 coaches. Oya boa. One minute. Esenke do to apaso ne ho. Ne etwitwa wo nam peti man ema vouchers edi. Because you don't understand. Maybe a little. For those days, running Saito schools, when we see Saito schools, I say Kukobu. What the abroach, who go school be out to be when you're seeing Kora school, no. Uber door will come back door, you will love it. Who will timber, who will timber, who will onina, who will a year or doom, who will a year a friend said, take in Abu. Who sounds so crowd and in me out with me see school down papa. A man Korani Komwa, or Makuma bet to me. What was NDC? What was MPP? What would the moment call UK? What would the moment call France, Germany, Italy, Sweden, Denmark? They are trying to tell you some moon fata. The system is best for you people because Monsono to do I am also free Jimmy. And that is the painful truth. That's the painful truth. And then who say Apiati, I'm out for Bo woman saying, hey, Akufo-Addo, hey, these people are just, a torrential messy. Company, ama engofu. You see, Atakwame dying the Amawo. And I'm said the standard of the Ghanaian year low ninti a dap or mampenyasi. Yeah, dap or mampenyasi. Do you know life are actually compared to Dino or Messi? Your standard no, is so low to the extent say the big kit way no. Rise up. Rise up. Demand greater things for your community, for your village. Abroche, you can't villager. It does not mean say basic amenities no money. Abroche, uti villager. And just said they need basic amenities. Roads, telephones, electricity. Ghana, you can't villager, Ukawa, I suffer in Yakupma baby as in Suni, a quine yet electricity, you can't villager, what is a go village when we must. Because the nation and paying for that tick room, ya mark politicians, ya fire. And it's all because you're MPP, NDC, MPP, NDC. So I think it's what Kofi Kinaata can. I support it 100% that Ghanaians love political parties than their well-being, than the well-being of the country. Ghanaians love political parties more than the well-being of the country, which is a fact. Now, Krobia also have a political party. Don't expect your country to move forward. Don't expect your nation to move forward. It's a fact. The French people had to fight. They fought. The Americans had to fight. The Germans, the Dutch, the Italians. You are fighting for individual people. That is why they always will leave you when they lose election. They will leave. They would. As I'm speaking to you, he has his big mansion here in the UK. Big mansion, Papa. Yes. And yet small 70 by 100 plot. People have acre. They bought mansions and what acre land. So you use your own money to buy houses here. On their retirement, they will come and stay here. Who here in paying some so retirement to buy na European leader Bienya or better Ghana. And and I don't understand why it was so difficult to understand these simple things. They say, oh, Brunin won't bet now ukrum. Oh, yes, he can't buy ukrum. Oh, Brunino, oh, maybe yes, he came free UK and from back Ghana, so bet na Ghana, Sankore, bet na kikam. Oh, yeah. It is a paying for yes, and your manua, oh, Brunini, Yanua. And one annual say a red flag. Your leaders don't respect you. Because Senkibua, you better show ye. This yes, you crony. Ye mawun diare war. You can read the constitution, the preambles of our constitution, as she would say, oh my Ghana, no, and yes, Timemuni be diare war. Yes, so mine, yan shayen, near my ninja, and will crony. And the Ghana chrono. Go with MP before no crowd more or my party crowd was wrong. Millions of their followers are not happy. 35 million chrono item. More than 30 million for are not happy. And it's a fact. People are do another mobile issue. To go Ghana ni young girl na mano kasa kasa. Yes, earpiece bi shana sunu and will be din komo. Abraboni twane chima e twane ton. The ton ordinam krum na ye to whom does it belong to? MPP ni NDC abraboni twane ton ma. We live in a country where there is nothing that we can even say this is made in Ghana product. The so-called people calling themselves academicians, we have the men. Yeah, matches. Not, where is the made in Ghana? Yeah, crab bruni wewu pantalon a madros. Yeah, cranina. Dross a bruni ashe. Brony or the care home, washan the dross, Cassia, not gun any buy you up or snap Cantamanto, railways, no way G. We are the abefi, no about wash, no, maybe more common wash. No, I share. Was share a few will sell all their hard lines so, and especially one with a compound house. No, if you what top draws, fine one to all lanchino, lines, so. A nation, I take room, you will gold, you want diamond, you want bauxite, you want rosewood. The criminal parliament assignment, see, you go to free China. I bounce man at Babe, any Mahama time. Yet tikrom MPP time. You see a baba be see parliament is summer ye. You see a BM. And ye bia. Okoye they said drop the chamber. You can't say you paying free. Come kwakusi. And the chrono ye timuno. The air dream a school uniform. Blue and white. The yana some red in the background. MPP colors. The yana some red in the background. You say yes, a MPP colors. Serious issues facing the nation that our leaders need to be thinkers, to think, turn the fortunes around, so that when the Ghanaian child, who could do JF Kennedy Airport, ni will use the passport. The passport comes with respect. And this happened. And the Ghana ni enya British passport or kodase. I was sorry then. And the Ghana ni enya American passport. A joy, the greatest joy of the Ghanaian. And then Ghana be a so be a Canadian citizen. Ghana be a so be a Italian citizen. Do you know the reason why? It's because the country that you want to become a citizen for are richer in terms of development than your country. Into a need where you're ferry. Say a Ubeka or a Ghanaian citizen. That is why everybody wants his father or mother to be a rich parent too. Because nobody wants to associate themselves with poor parents. Obi yema nkane papa ne ose Kwame Despite. Obi yema nkane papa ene Ibrahim Mahama. Ana na wo yema nka wo mpese wo ba te se ohie ni no wote wo mantem ho. Because you know say poverty is a disease. And there is no joy and happiness. So you want to associate yourself with the greatest countries. When it comes to army, we are not great. The army here, helicopters are used. Police, Rollins, free Akunyaso, not the whole Ghana. Helicopters are used. Me say, yes, will be say, me say. Was 5. 5, no 4. Gaddafi na the check Ghana. Apaches are no use. Rollins used to dinner in the room na Gaddafi na the check. Yeah, airways is also Ghana Airways. Till date, you need the pride over you. How can you have a country that has gold, diamond, oil, gas, lithium? We need national airline back. Hey. When your president wants to travel, this opportunity will be played. It's even a security threat issue. And you are doing it. You see, sometimes when I see people defending MPP and then they say, because we more TV, so we defending show me your airline, show me one airline. I will defend when DC, will defend when people, just show me one airline. And then I know one person, but TV, Dr. Reno. Show me one thing that you can proud yourself. Abeka said, this one is Yajema, the whole world to be a baby. Just show me one. Look at the country you live in. How filthy and dirty your country is. A day I want ministry Ministry said that what take from Madan. The people think it's only a crime commercial that is Ghana. In their heads, MPP and NDC followers, they think so. When I build Kumasi market and I build Kotokoraba market, I have done well. In this modern age, when people are traveling on bullet trains, I'm for sky trains, they're called by whom? I'm for the helicopters inland traveling, or for plane free. Scotland, no, they might see a friend and say you London or for London, no, they see Wales. I'm for inland, papa. Tikrumo, time, no, you should train. I mean, it's not train muda. Many be good training. I'm almost a Rollins near Kufuado, money, a friend is a conform. A Jumanina. Rollins, Ogunuma Bebre, a Simon, a industrial area, and any panetic. Rollins at that room. Kufuada Roma, yet Tongana, a telecom. Time, areas need telecommunication. Now a friend say Carlos why the richest man in the world now. Not telecommunication and fetch billions of dollars no. Your leaders, they don't just say leaders no, they don't have the brains to think. When they are thinking, the man can think it time big. The leaders don't have the brain to reason. And say we have the gold, we have the diamond. How can we make our people powerful? Economically, financially. How can we make our people, in terms of a friend is saying, military, make Ghana powerful? Go to Japan, one more so. Go to Japan. They are powerful in everything. They are powerful. One military, very powerful. One navy, very powerful. Air Force, powerful. Look at them. Ethics and values. Moral standard. In society. To whom said the Japanese Nakodano, or World Cup near Kobobo Ria, Wabobo near no Prapra Stadium. And yes, when him say, contractors were a bear, but yet they are taking into the whole World Cup. You Bobo Ria, Japan for no more Prapra. Freedom fighters I call World Cup Nibi. You need a meeting and say, Chale, Musmunya be. Freedom fighters are that Roma. Is your way but a panic and teach you about Yanfanti. Japan in Town or no free Kroma Warba. Is only Japan for what's now play mount and decade. Oh, Charlie. I had tried me. Only Japan for what's now play keke. What? Hey. Cleanliness. Hey. Oh man. Ora toilet. So we pet and obey you. So obey number 2. Obey piabano. They have small perfumes in their bag. Obey perfume. What? Pick. Uko rawobia. A my alpha coaches be Ghana. Ghana in competition. Let me tell you something. And your values. Building a nation, you need men and women with values. Men and women with character. Men and women that are disciplined. It's not Ghana. The armed forces are not disciplined. The police service are not as for the police service, they are the most corrupt institution in Ghana. And then I see land a year commission for number 2. Before now, the police service is the most corrupt institution in Ghana. And say the Omondasi a year land commission for number 2. Look at a country where a jack top fire service ebeba na ensure any the track now they have been ensure into too free will station by over here. Because we don't think as Ghanaians, we think and love our political parties. Inti odum jane beba no. Ka na odeba no insuo ni. Inti obeduwa. Hey sis, welcome. Gina K TV. Odum jano ka ne beba no. Obeduwa no insuo ni ka no. Enso obeba just to represent. But people are not saying just come and represent. Come and quench the fire. But because Ghanaians love political parties more than the well-being of the country, nobody is even advocating for the well-being of the fire service. Na se chinebi ejato via omoba be solve your problem for you. This is the nation we live in. That is why I've told you people, say, I will not do your MPP. I will not do your NDC. You can't force me to do your MPP. You cannot force me to do your NDC. If you come and you see my video and there's only 3 people watching me, 4 people, 5 people, these are the people I'm building and we will grow. I believe in building with like minds. I don't believe in joining the crowd. I have never been a person who joins crowd. I've been somebody who makes way where there seems to be no way. That is who I am. So when I talked about third force, everybody on the social media did not understood when I say third force. People came lambasting me to join NDC. To join NDC is the easiest. I've got links and contacts in NDC than even you shouting that I should join NDC. I've got links and contact in MPP than you telling me to join MPP. But I chose not to join because I've seen them as what? Below political parties. They are failures for me in my eyes. So I don't need to join them. That is why I join a third force. Because I know where I want to go. I deal with many fair. I want my children in Ghana, in Avrongo, in Nzema, in Upper East, in Ashanti region, in any part of our country to go to good schools and be proud. Schools with good friends and facilities, books. And yes, school obekwa not a friend say apatasi. Obeko school no not epiase. No. I know how corrupt the NDC is. I know how super corrupt the MPP is. And you still want me to join the corrupt van, the corrupt train? I will step out and form something different. And that includes, say, I need to understand, say, I will get people to attack me because to the many people, it's new. And the Ghanaian and the African don't like when you create something new. They don't want to embrace something new ideology, new vision. They don't want it. And to be home, Dr. Red, who named the away? Hey, Dr. Red, I'm only followers. I've got a lot of followers just on this small platform I created on Facebook after they hacked my old Facebook. But even with this small one, I still get the numbers. Because after I finish my video, pardon me, a lot of people will come and then take the video and then they will broadcast it on their platforms. Our platforms, no more huge numbers. So mine is to come and educate, come and inform. And people will take it and broadcast it. And that is the gospel truth. Because you see, yakachi kasiepa. You do baby. You do baby. Ghana needs to be rebuilt, redeveloped. You do baby. Even where we claim say cities, yeah, you need East Legons and things. Look at the way the development team of East Legon. So we need minds that will conscientize our people, illuminate our people, remind our people that we are not born of any inferior God, that we also deserve the best things in life, not the least of things, not the worst of things, because the Chinese people are getting the best from their leaders. The Americans are getting the best from their leaders. And sometimes when I hear people make comparisons, so over America, Americans are suffering. In Kawutna Wufi and the sons and daughters of America, they will not suffer. Kawu when free Ukrum Ghana and Kotna America, and America for mu chank, best from citizens. So Ujani free Ukrum Ghana and Tino Mochre woman. And Pose Omochre woman Podia. The Oban Hosen Hochin on a pew. Ukra, we a friend is saying, migrant, I will call you crown, you are enjoying. Yeah, a person in which you American citizen, Native American, or person in which you know, person in which you because there are a lot of platforms and systems and places you can go to and get help. Umpo you say you are getting help. Umpo ya by UK, you are getting help in UK. Umpo by UK, you are getting help in UK. What makes you think is that the British, the English want help and they will not get? Sometimes how some people think and reason. Let's be honest to ourselves. Yen two gold were Great Britain. Yen two diamond. I found out to say when you go through the underground system, so who you should trains underground, those places were coal mines. Those days, coal mine, you know. And we keep that history, you know. We keep that underground system, you know. And then they trains air foul. And they manipa. And one pound for so. Kokosho obuasi tutu fom nyina o. Obuasi kru no so tutu fom nyina. Behosi mu a ni atete obi no. Ye tutu wo nyina from Sam Jonah, Behosi, Bruno Estate, Dankwa Estate, one Tiny Roland Estate, wo nyina ye tutu fom nyina. Went to good, you don't even enjoy. Look at the faces of your children. Look at the faces of the Ghanaian. Look at the faces. Because Johannesburg, 2010, when some of us visited South Africa, it was an eyesore. I had been in South Africa when I was very young. My dad used to take me because of one or two. So I travel with my dad when I was young. For South Africa, not for any country. The beauty of it. Kojobe. Oti kronimu ho. You took gold, you took oil, you took gas. Konzmana koshe. Ko Western region takradi kokoshe. Efia kuma. Kona koshe area ho. And I saw oil nkon. Oil tan. It's because we love political parties than the well-being of the country. And if we can love the well-being of the country, politicians will not take us for a ride. They dare not to even mess up. They dare not to even joke with the lives of Ghanaians. Because they will know, say, Ghanaians are what? Enlightened. Enlightenment does not come for you to be following the bad deeds. When you are enlightened, you follow what is good. You call for what is good for your people. That is why one of the politicians I respect, I call him my godfather. And indeed, he was my godfather. And he is a godfather to me. Manche. Look, I will not lie to you. There are some people on the politics they have done it to say war, especially a Kufuado and a friend is an MP before we. Omo politics na it said the a ntokwa bi. Yen tintan yen wo yen kunkum yen wo yen sense nkofo enwuma. Ti uba Ghana kuro no mu a. Jakeke. Tan keke. Ghana for road accident 2022 to 2024. Over almost 6,000 Ghanaians ewu car road accident to 6,000 ewu. Nobody is talking about it. Nyame na dema. Nyame na eji. 6,000. Can you imagine it? We live in a country 6,000 ewu. Casualties are in their hundreds of thousands. And nobody seems to care. Nobody is talking about it. You know why? Ghanaians love political parties more than the well-being of the country. So you don't see people talk about it. Say, oh wow, go to Tanzania and see things. Go Tanzania, go to places, go and see. Abidjan, Yamoussoukro, go there and see roads. When we were young and my dad would take us to go and visit my grandmother, big roads. Just recently, they were killing themselves, civil war. After the civil war, look at what has happened. Friends, African Cup, Ajik tournament, Ajik Cup, you are still talking about the 40-year tournament, Cup. The last time I was Ajik Cup, and you are still talking about old glory. There is, you see, now when you talk about Ghana, the name Ghana, Nana, people respected in the 50s, in the 40s, 50s, 60s, no. Anyone be more. When you meet these Rwandans in abroad here, you meet the Zimbabweans, the Zambians, and you see them, you're like, oh wow. The Egyptians, the Morocco. Now Morocco for the crowd here. It's because we love political parties than the well-being of the country. I keep telling people, if you're a die-hard MPP and NDC, you cannot be my friend. I'm being honest with you. Because you people you don't even see beyond political party. So how can you talk about unity? So die-hard. The MPP no one me womb. NDC no one me womb to be MPP baby, right? Untiminka say no. So we defend it. Accommodation no defend it. The mama yare onisi called the hospital no defend it. I mean, can be being child with a It's about time. Say you are also a team player to fight for Ghana's development, not individual development. Fight for Ghana. Say NDC, your party no year of a country woman. MPP, your party were year of country woman. They cannot toy with the destiny of Ghanaians. They cannot toy with the future of our nation. They cannot take us for granted. We cannot be having all these natural resources and still suffering. It's a taboo. Something is wrong. And that is why I came to share with you this message. Have a good weekend.